look around you. We have a nice country. We have a nature. We have big birds. We have animals here. We have silence.
Preben Sørensen, a local resident, conducts casual guide tours.
About 10 years. It's a Gitte. Hi.
There are 30 inhabitants on Skarø, but the life here started much earlier.
What we are calling Stone Age. There was people here. We have found stone tools after them at the island here.
The island covers an area of about 2 square kilometers. In the past, there were more people and facilities.
This one is the old school, but in 1964, Drejø, Skarø, Hjorte, Birkholm was included in Svendborg together.
So today there's no longer the school. 4 children go every day along the path to reach the ferry to the mainland. There's no school, but islanders have a small church.
8 mile per year when we have a priest over here at our church, not more. This is Niels and Lene are living.
Good day.
Hey, I have some visits for you. Oh. Hello.
Hello. Line and Niels Skarø have been living on Skarø for 12 years. They take care of 2 foster children so they don't have to go to work to the mainland. Now more people are sitting around the Gordon's table. Their son Martin has already moved to the island with his girlfriend Nana and help his parents in daily activities.
We have a little bit of land here. When you see Ali.
How many sheep do you have?
17, I think. 17.
Raising animals on the island is more difficult than on the mainland.
Oh, yeah, all the stuff that the animals eat, you have to get in Svendborg. So yeah, it's a lot of work to go to have them because you have to transport all the food here. But the land is not particularly good here. The big difference between having a hobby and then being a real farmer, because we don't have to live from it. It's a bigger pleasure to eat it then, if you know that the lives have been good and the food is, they're eating apples just like us, and yeah.
Martin works as a nurse for 6 days in Copenhagen and stays for 4 days on the island.
I like to go to Copenhagen as much as I like to stay here. Here you can just look at the sheeps. In Copenhagen you can go to a cafe or meet. I have a lot of friends in Copenhagen, so I'm seeing a lot of my old friends in Copenhagen.
Martin's parents also have their own way to refresh their mind and forget about sheep.
It can be pretty, lonely over here.
Yeah. And we take to Svendborg and take the ice cream and look at people.
Come.
Do you love working in the kitchen?
No, I hate it.
Why?
I have education on the home where the old people are living. Be there in the kitchen and making the right food for the old people. That's my education. So I have made all the food I should make in my life. So I don't love to make food anymore. No. I don't see the difference between living on the island or living on the mainland. No. You can go to the movie, you can go out and eat. That's the main difference, I think.
When the Curtins moved to the island, their younger son was 15. At the beginning, he wasn't happy about the decision, but his parents found a way to keep his social life intact.
We had a little apartment in Svendborg so that he could go out and drink some beers with his friends.
Living on an island has a dark side, but for the Curtins, this is a piece of cake.
When you're going to Svendborg, you have to think ahead all the time, because you have to think, if I miss something now, there will go at least a day before I can get it. So you have to...
And it's the same with the housekeeping things.
Yeah.
Are we out of toilet paper? Do we have milk? Everything, you know. Yeah.
That's difficult, but at a point you learn to live with it. So we get picked up by a helicopter if it's very serious, and if it's
semi-serious.
Yeah, then the ferry will start up and come over and pick us up, and then the ambulance would wait for us in Svendborg.
The only problem they faced was Martin's house.
The banks are not willing to give money to, for example, us.
Yeah.
When we want to buy a house over here, they said, no, we don't want to because it's on an island.
Dangerous, yeah.
So it's difficult to buy a new house over here.
And it is a problem that the politicians are taking seriously, but they cannot say to the bank, because it's a liberal trade, they cannot tell the banks, you have to loan this and this, but they can of course influence the whole situation. And I think they are working on this.
Today, they will feed bees.
So we take the honey and give them sugar instead. This year, there was not that much honey. I don't know, how many kilos?
10, 15 kilos. It is bad.
I remember one year you made 67. Yeah. So it's a pretty bad year this year. And you can see in this lid, there's small holes in it. You can see it here. And then they will just suck it up. Yeah, when it's getting cold, they're keeping together to keep warm.
Er der nogen? Ja. I will make some Christmas trees of them.
And what do you usually think when you are in the nature?
Nothing. I'm just relaxing. I enjoy it. Yes. And enjoy to have the dogs with me, and yeah, I think it's lovely, nice. No problem, no shouting, no money problem, no nothing out here. It's just nice.
The Curtin family move forward and enjoy every single day on the island.
Everything is quiet. Look it around. Everything is slower here.
It's the mentality over here that says that we don't rush. We have a lot of time to finish.
We are so happy here.
The Caridans did their best, not only to keep their family together, but also to build a small society based on a special trust.
That we can take on vacation and we never lock the door and we can have our car parked outside. And
I remember some of the first year that my parents lived here, and then we could go out and come back, and then suddenly there was tomatoes in the kitchen, and then a couple of days after, the neighbor said, "Oh, I just went out and took some of your eggs, but I left some tomatoes in the kitchen."
But the feeling of trustness is one of the most important things. And if you lose that, a very big part of the idea of the island is gone.
You are depending on your neighbors, and you can do a lot of stuff together. That's very good. But if you don't agree, it can be a very big problem.
We love it here. Yeah.
she loves us.
The decreasing number of islanders brings the question: what is the future of small islands? Far away from the island in Aarhus, Gurm Hørste answers the question optimistically.
Of course, we will have a lot of well-off retired persons who are still quite able to move around and do things, and some of them will probably choose to have a place to live there, at least for some years.
And for the small islands, it's important to be visible in their minds. A lot of people don't know about the small islands. They never thought about living. Is it possible to live there? And I think our job, our big assignment, is to make the small islands visible, and it should be every grown-up in Denmark should be aware that there is small islands, people are living on them, it's possible.
The Caridan smiles confirm it's more than possible to live on a small island.
We love it.
Yeah.
We love it. Yes, we do.